Hello, welcome to Bio 124 Welcome and Syllabus video. Typically, we would do this in class on the first day, but since our term starts on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday and we meet on Mondays, we don't meet in person the first week. So I've got this video. I am going to attempt to make this shorter than the Bio 123 video because since this is 124, chances are you've already met me. So here we go. Welcome to Bio 124. I'm Linda Bernhardt. All right, basics. Again, chances are you had me for 1, 2, 3. It's the same. I'm still me. The course is going to be run about the same. We've got my pictures. We've got my updated pictures. Yeah, I'm just scooching on past all this. If you need to know anything else about me, like I haven't met you yet, shoot me a message. I'll give you a personalized one. That's fine. So, syllabus time. We are now going to take a look, don't say anything about the 8 million tabs, at your course. This is your course on Moodle. They've updated Moodle again. So everything looks a little different again, but whatever. So Bio 124, we are meeting Mondays from 8 to 12:10. I don't know why they added 10 minutes, but they did. So we are 8 to 12:10. We have the announcements. This is where I will post random announcements. If you're smart, you're going to set your Moodle up so it will email you whenever an announcement is made. That way you never miss it. Because if something happens and I need to cancel class or whatever, this is where I'm going to tell you. So it's helpful. We meet Wednesdays. We meet on Mondays. Every single Monday, except the first two. Again, the first week, the term starts after Monday, so we don't meet the first week. The second Monday of our term is MLK Day, which means we don't meet on that day either. So our very first day of class right here, January 23rd. Don't forget, you have to keep up with the online portion. That's what this is. You have to do the online stuff. Material for weeks 1 and 2 are online only and mandatory. If you don't do any work while we're not meeting in person, you will be counted as not showing up, and it's going to be delete, delete, delete. People will be kicked out of class. Can't help it. You're also probably not going to have a good chance at passing the class if you don't do any assignments the first 2 weeks. This is a reminder about online attendance is mandatory. We have that participation and academic honesty verification quiz, this thing. This is, again, mandatory. This is the GMC thing. GMC has this quiz. They're the ones who put it in there. They have a group of people, not me, that sometime after Friday of the first week, they go through there. And if you didn't do that quiz, they just boot you out of the class. Make sure to do it. Okay. Okay. This is reminding you again, it's a hybrid course. I have said this quite a few times already. This is so no one can say down the road, I didn't realize it was a hybrid course and that I have to do online work. Yeah, you do. So you have to have a working computer or tablet and internet. You have to be able to do these things. If you cannot do it, you cannot take this course. That's just the way it works. We have computer lab at GMC. And so even if you come in and do everything on campus, that's fine. You can totally do that. Everything will open Saturday/Sunday morning at midnight. Our class is on Mondays. And so you could come in, do class, and then go use the computer lab after class and get everything done before you leave. That's actually physically possible. So there's no excuse to not get the online work done. And then we have the syllabus. I am coming back to the syllabus. Don't let me forget. Like you can actually tell me. We've got the syllabus video, which should be this one. I don't know if I'm leaving it there or if I'm putting it somewhere else. We'll find out. Reminder that this is, we still have COVID rolling around. And so if you get sick, you need to contact us. Notice where it says prior to missing class. That's the big important part. Some people just don't communicate at all and then try to say, oh, yeah, well, I had COVID, and think that that wipes the slate clean. When you're getting sick and you know you're not going to be able to make it to class, you need to email us immediately. This is that whole cover your butt kind of thing, because if you email us, there's a timestamp on there and it shows that you were doing your job as a student, and then we can do our job and try to make sure everything works. You also should not be able to use that same excuse multiple times in a 9-week term. Just saying. So when you get sick, if you do, contact us immediately, and then we will see what we can do. All right. This is a reminder that week 1, everything opens up each week. So week 1, it's going to remind you, no in-person class, that you have to do the online work. We're going to have that quiz. You have to do that participation in academic honesty verification. You have to do this. Have to. Then we have the My PowerPoints folder, the book PowerPoints. We're going to have video lectures. I might be combining all 3 of these into one. I haven't made it yet. Labs. We've got the video you have to watch, and then you do the quiz. And then this, where it says 1 video for all, it tells you how to do the embryology lab and the speciation lab. So make sure to watch the video to talk you through. And then you have your lecture assignment, because any week we do not meet in person, I will have a lecture assignment for you. And we're going to talk points in just a moment. I want to say it's 40. So it's a big amount right there. You will have to do this lecture assignment. In the lecture video, I will tell you what your assignment is. So you have to actually look at the videos in order to answer the lecture assignment for the grade. This kind of forces you to have to do something. Then you have your weekly writing 1, which is a hybrid assignment. You have to do these. If you miss more than 3, you're booted out of the class, which will be covered in the syllabus in just a second. And then you have your quiz. Quiz 1, same as with Bio 1, 2, 3. You get 3 chances at this quiz, and then you get an average of the score. So if you don't answer anything the first time and you get a 0, and I don't remember how much these are worth, I'm just going to say if these were worth 15 points, the syllabus will tell us. And then you get a 10 points the second time, and then you get a perfect score the last time, your score will only be 8 points because you messed up the others. So every one of them, every try counts. And then you have your extra quizzes, where again, if you took me for Bio 1, 2, 3, you know these extra quizzes can be a little overwhelming. Oh, you have no idea. In Bio 1, 2, 4, there are so many more. It's insane. Like, seriously. Syllabus. Here we go. Let's take a look at your syllabus, shall we? All right. Told you, man, I'm trying to do this faster. Okay. This is the syllabus for 1, 2, 4. We are 8 to 12, 10 every Monday, except those first 2. If you need to contact me, email me, best way to reach me, do that. You have to have taken Bio 1, 2, 3 in order to take 1, 2, 4. If you need accommodations, contact Director Anderson. Again, still going to be lecture and discussion with labs. You've got tests. You will have a writing assignment and grades. Same thing with Bio 1, 2, 3. It's the point system. Your chances are this is the one you're going for, is the 900 points or higher, gives you an A. It will be a running tally, just like in Bio 1, 2, 3. Each Monday before class, when you come in, I will have written on the board the current points. That way you will always know exactly where you stand. If you get 900 points or over 900 points before the last week of the class, you've already got your A. You can mess up. You can not even bother with the final. Totally up to you. But you have to have gotten the 900. Reminder, you can't miss more than 2 days. You have to do those hybrid assignments, all that attendance stuff, same as before. No makeup exams or labs. I don't accept late work. So just do your work and turn it in. We already know this. And again, I'm doing this just like if you were in if you are in my bio 1, 2, 3. Not supposed to have food or drink. I will allow water. Please don't bother with much other than water, because anything sugary is not a good idea. Ants love those. You're not supposed to be doing a bunch of stuff in there anyway. And please, for the love of everything, don't bring food. COVID-19, it is still a thing. It is still contagious. I still have asthma. I still have lung issues. This is a science class. Does not matter your personal opinion on whether or not you're tired or over things. This is a science class. We will be scientific about everything. It is a fact that COVID-19 is a virus. It is a fact that viruses can spread. It is a fact that it is a respiratory thing. It's spread through the droplets that come out of you every time you breathe or speak or sneeze. Since it comes from the lungs and out, anything connected to your lungs can spread this virus, which is why if you wear a mask that covers your nose and your mouth and you happen to be contagious and you just don't know it, that will keep you from spreading it to other people. I will most likely continue wearing my mask through the entire term. I keep waiting until I feel like enough people are responsible enough and that it's come down a certain level so I can stop wearing my mask. But I also know I don't want to spread it if I get it either. And currently, it's not just COVID right now. We are also in the flu season, and we have RSV running around everywhere, which is also another respiratory virus. So when I see somebody wearing a mask properly that covers the nose and the mouth, I know that is someone who understands what's going on and respects other people enough to do this. Am I telling you you have to wear a mask? No. Am I telling you that when I see you wearing a mask properly, I have more respect? Yes, 100%. Can't help it. I want to make sure it is known wearing a mask is not a fear thing. It is a respect thing. It is showing other people that you care enough about other people to consider trying to keep them safe. That's it. So there you go. All right. So this is just reminding you, study, look at your stuff. This is to remind you everything closes 10 p.m. on Sunday. This shouldn't say other than exams, because exams also close Sunday. But anyway, everything closes Sunday at 10, except the very last week. And a couple of things that close on Thursday on the weeks you have an exam, but that gets announced easily. Okay, the way your points are done. Ow, okay, we have 4 exams total. There's exam 1, 2, 3, and the final. Each one is worth 100 points. You have 20 points for each lab, equaling 200 points. Energy budget homework. Yes, there is 1 week you have to do this, and that lab is also worth double. So that means if you do not do this homework and you cannot conduct that lab, that will be 80 points you miss out of. That is almost a letter grade. It's huge. So take it seriously. We'll cover it soon. You have a paper you have to write. That's worth 40 points. You have your weekly writings, which is the hybrid grade. Remember, weekly writing means every single week. These are worth 20 points apiece. Your weekly quiz is worth 10 points apiece. So, hey, when I came up with it and I said 15, let's see what it would be instead. So let's say that you got 8 points the first time and you got 10 points the next time, but you got 0 on the first. That means you would only have a 6. So make sure to take those quizzes seriously. And then you have your lecture assignments, 40 points each, because we have 2 weeks that we don't meet. And so you have lecture assignments. That will be a total of 80 points. So this is how you earn your points throughout the term. And just like last time, on Mondays, when you come into class, I will have it up there to show you what a perfect score would be. All right, here's our schedule. Notice week 1 and week 2, I do not have a date. That is because we do not meet on those days. Those are no in-person class on Monday. All the others where there is a date, that is the actual date that we meet in class, including March 6th, the very final day. This is when you have your final exam in class. That means March 6th, you have to come to class. All the labs that have a V, these are virtual labs. Obviously, the first 2 weeks have to be virtual, considering we don't meet in person. Others, we actually do some stuff in class as well as virtual, and we have some extras. Under the lecture, these are the chapters we are covering each week. It's smart to keep track of this because you can totally read ahead, and that will help you better for when we come to class on those times. So the first week, we're covering 3 chapters. Second week, 3 chapters. And at the end of the second week, you have your first exam. So think about the exam. You will have 1 hour to take it. It is timed and you get 1 chance. And that means you have 1 chance to hit start. If you start the exam and then you close it and walk off and do something, the timer is still ticking and it will time out and you will get a 0. I will not reopen it. Make sure that you are ready to take the test when you sit down to take the test. As soon as you open it, it has started. Want to make sure that's clear. All right, then we have week 3. This is when we meet in person, finally. Yay! And we have, that's 4 chapters to do. And then we will be discussing the energy budget lab, which is the important one that we will be doing on week 4. This is the one that counts double and has homework. So be ready for that. We will go down a whole bunch of this throughout class. Make sure you're ready for it. Let's see. Now let's finish this part out. Okay. Same as with bio 1, 2, 3. You need to keep up with things. You need to read, review. It builds on itself, so you have to stay up on top of it. Reminder, yet again, it's a hybrid course. You have to do the online assignments. Emailing me is the best way to get a hold of me, preferably actual email. If you send me a message through Moodle, it will eventually get to me. Sorry, I was clearing that out. If you message me through Moodle, it will email me. I will receive an email. I will reply to said email, forgetting that it's through Moodle, and Moodle might not give it back to you. So I will do my best to try to remember to log into Moodle daily to check for messages there. However, if you ever message me through Moodle and you don't hear a reply from me within a day, as in 24 hours, go ahead and message me again and let me know. Because what has happened in the past is somebody will send me a message through Moodle. Moodle will email me. I will reply. I will think that you got your reply and have no idea that it never got to you. Happens all the time. I always reply within 24 hours, even if my reply is that I can't get to it yet. I do it to make sure that you know that your message was heard. So if at any point you haven't heard back from me in 24 hours, please send me another message, because that means something went wrong and either I didn't get it or I replied to you and it never came through. Seriously, sending it through the actual email is the best way to keep that from happening. Or do both. Do Moodle and regular email. I don't know, but keep an eye out. Let me know. I think that's most of it. I will be making a whole bunch of new videos for you, but if I don't get to the new videos in time, then I will use old videos. It's the way it works. So let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Make sure to do all your online stuff, and I will see you in person on January 23rd? And yeah, that should be good. Peace out.